When we landed, I wanted to get to the best place, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Hotel. Again, I couldn't budge coats. We compromised on a middle class lodging on the tough outskirts of the Wakai district. The prices, he said, weren't exactly suitable to him, but the place had certain redeeming features. It was 4 blocks from the whorehouse district. How to reinvest our large fortune. I favored the quickest return and the largest profits, the racetrack. He looked glum, but he was in no position to argue. I had done the booking and at the cockfights, and we'd made out good, hadn't we? I convinced him that the horses and even planetary influences were in our favor. For the next 3 weeks, we played steadily, but those horrible little Chinese ponies wouldn't behave. We went through more than half of the £4,000. We had been working with Shanghai dollars, and it sounded like a lot. We had 20,000 left. But Coates was complaining bitterly because I was doing all the betting and losing. Look, I said, I've been thinking. It's no use fighting a bad streak. Shits, said Keats. He always vociferated that in a spitting Dutch accent. You can sure fight a losing battle. What's your idea? Macau. He looked blank. Portuguese China, I said. Not too far from here. He didn't know where it was, and I wasn't sure either. I suggested that we take our capital and go there, the cesspool of the Far East of the world, and invest it in Fantan of one of those casinos. Are you mad? They'll skin us. Not if we play carefully. If we play carefully. I told him I knew something about the game. I had played it a lot in the Chinese colonies in New Guinea. There, I had heard incessant talk of Macau. There was a street called Calle Felicidad, the street of happiness. The name of the street appealed to him. I saw the look of curiosity working up in him. Come on, we're certain to win. It's a cinch. Next day, we boarded the Fusham, a small packet that plied between Hong Kong and Macau. For once, there was no argument about the style in which we traveled, because there was only one class. While it was well known that Macau was the stink pot of the East, the games were said to be fair, only because it would be worth anyone's life to try cheating. On deck, the second day out, I produced my campaign plan on paper. So much per day as a lost sum, and figured to win every third day. Then, I said, with any kind of luck, what if we lose all the time? Coach wanted to know. I gave a shrug. So we're broke again. Broke? He snorted. My God, what kind of a fool am I with? He stomped off down the deck, muttering. Following his big figure along the deck with my eyes, I saw her. She was leaning over the rail, staring out into the distance. She wore a Chinese-style, high-collared mandarin red dress piped with black, in the split of which, quite a conservative split, I could see the beautiful calf and ankle of her left leg as it rested on the bottom rail. Her dress fitted her so that it seemed she wore a fourth layer of skin. Her profile was beautiful. Her head was held high by the stiff-necked dress. She wore no hat, and her hair was swept back into a Western-style bun at the back, which I hadn't seen before among Chinese women. I stroked her beautiful hair with my eyes. She seemed lost in thought. I edged down the rail as inconspicuously as possible. 6'2" of inconspicuousness. I had made it about halfway when she glanced in my direction. She gave me such a level, penetrating state, with, did I imagine it, the vestige of a smile for me. I could detect no other expression except the unblinking eyes. Her face was strangely long for a Chinese. Generally, the Chinese face is moon-shaped, although her cheekbones were certainly Mongolian. She was tall, too, by Eastern standards. Must have stood 5'7". We both stared out at the sea. How was I going to talk to her? I was thinking. I tried to work up the courage for an approach. Yet, of a sudden, this was solved for me. Still looking out to sea, but not addressing me directly, she said, "Will you stay long in Macau?" "Oh, yes, a while." I quickly moved closer, till we were a couple of feet apart. "I'm not quite sure how long we'll last," I continued. "It depends on my luck." "Oh," she said interestedly, looking at me now. "You're going to play? What else do you go to Macau for?" That's true. She spoke perfect English. Oddly enough, I'm on the same business. "Do you come here often?" "No, no, this will be my first time, but you see, I must," she broke off, her voice fell. "Must what?" "Oh, nothing." Her tone brightened. "I've never gambled, but I thought I would try my luck." "Madam, you find yourself in the right company. I, on the other hand, have gambled all my life. While I can't claim it has got me very far, it's been a lot of fun losing and every so often winning." "What would you play?" "Fantan." "Ah, I used to play that at home when I was a little girl. My father, Colonel O'Connor, was a great Fantan player, and we had wonderful times at home, but only for fun." "Colonel what?" "O'Connor," she repeated. "My name is Tingling O'Connor." Tingling, it sounded like the ring of a bicycle bell. "Is your father in Hong Kong?" "No, he's dead 1 year now." "Oh." There was a bit of silence. "May I introduce myself?" I said. "I also have an Irish name. Flynn. Errol." I put it in the Chinese way, inverting the names, though she hadn't done this. Her mother was Chinese, from Peking, she said. She had 2 brothers, but they were in the army. Her mother was very sick. I took a chance. "So you're going to have a little vacation in Macau and make some money, perhaps because you need it?" "That's right. How'd you guess?" "Shot in the dark." Ting Ling and I agreed to meet in Macau at the roof casino on Macau's swankiest hotel, the Mandarin House. Soon afterward, she excused herself. The way she walked was faintly reminiscent of the rear view of a certain lady of the screen who is given to a sideways undulation. By God, I had to tell Coates about this. I hastened to find him. He was intrigued. I could sense his big hairy chest rising to the occasion beneath his shirt. My picture of her beauty roused him. His eyes glistened with interest. But when I told him the full story of her expectation of gambling, he asked, "Do you think she's on the level?" "Of course," I snorted. "I can tell about people. The poor kid must be broke and is going to have a last flyer with whatever she's got left. Wouldn't you do the same?" "Wonder how much dough she's got." There was a silence. It went on for a full minute or so. "What's the matter with you? In love?" he sneered. "No, I have another thought," I said. "Though I must say she's about the most attractive girl I have ever laid eyes on. You can tell she's a lady." He let out his usual sardonic horse laugh, and he passed an obscene remark, in effect that she peed like all the other women. Same way, sitting down. I don't quite see how that makes any difference," I reproved him. "You have nothing poetic in you." I decided to get after Coates when we landed in Macau. I made him buy some clean clothes, much to his disgust. "Then only wear out," he said, "and you have to buy more." I told him I wasn't going to have him look like a bum around me, even if we both were. Once more, we argued over hotel accommodations. That infuriated me. I wanted to live high, in my low way, and he wanted to live low anyway. I lectured him about the psychology of living. "Listen, if you're down and getting low on the hip, the idea is always to put out a big front. Now do what I say, let's go to the Mandarin House."